Hello,
Hello, how's it going?
Hello. How are you?
Doing all
Doing all
right.
right.
Everyone, of course, I'm
I'm
Fran.
Fran.
With me is
With me is
Sarah,
Sarah,
and
and
tonight we have a special episode with Zach
with
and
Zach and
Raven
Raven
from
from
Tennessee
Tennessee
Metal
Metal
Devastation.
Devastation.
Hey.
And we
And
want
we
to
want to
apologize
apologize
right
right
now.
now.
We have some
We have
sound
some
issue
sound
going
issue
on, and
going
we
on, and
can't
we
figure
can't
out
figure out
why.
why.
And we're
And
trying
we're trying
to
to
avoid it,
but we can't get around it. So if you didn't hear us the first time, you will hear our echo.
Zach and Raven,
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys making the time.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Zach, I
think your face is behind my logo.
You want to sit
You
back,
want to sit back, maybe?
Yeah, sit back, Zach. Better?
There we go.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah, I
logo
got
in
my
the
logo
little
in the
corner.
little corner. I apologize about that.
And
And
everybody,
thank you for joining us tonight for a special edition.
And again,
sorry about the echo.
And
And
so anyway,
Zach and Raven,
you guys
you
are
guys
the
are the founders of an awesome fuss
that
that everyone looks forward to all year round.
And then it's
coming in October.
Yes.
You want to tell
You want
us
to tell us about it? How did you guys
how'd the whole
thing start?
Well, basically it started with us being crazy.
Yeah.
We've been in radio for 10 years this year. Actually, we started Metal Devastation Radio in October of 2013. So literally this year's fest is on our 10-year anniversary. And then 3 years ago, 3 years ago, we started Metal Devastation PR, which of course we have hundreds of clients, bands from all over the country, well, the world really. And so the festival idea just kind of popped into our heads, and I don't know what we were thinking, but we did it. And now we're on year 2.
And it's been intense ever since.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
how do you guys?
I'm
sorry about that.
So when you
look for a location
for the
fuss,
what were you
looking for?
A stage.
A nice stage.
I mean, yeah, normally I think you just look for a venue and a good place to have all the bands play. But like around here, you find a place and you start talking to them, and then they're like, what genre of music is this?
Yeah.
Metal? Oh, no, we can't do that here.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a challenge to try to find a place.
Oh, to say it's a challenge is putting it mildly. I mean, the last year, it was pretty easy. The first spot that we reached out to, which was Beach Lake in Lexington, they were super cool. They're like, yeah, come have your rock show here. But then the public, got wind of it, and this whole satanic panic thing broke out. And so they found a loophole to keep us from going back there this year. So then we had to find go ahead.
I heard they're not letting anybody perform on that stage now.
No, they shut their whole stage down to keep us from coming back.
That is messed up.
Yeah. Let's see. We
got Carl. He says, has there ever been thoughts about opening up an MDR recording studio
in the near future?
I don't know if we're going to go the studio route right away, but we're for sure planning to start a label in 2024. So, as that grows, a recording studio. I mean, we basically have that here. Zach's always buying shit.
Carl, is that Carl Webb?
Yeah.
Carl.
Not Carl Webb.
No.
Carl McIsaac.
Metal Mask.
Mackie Sack, as Zach says.
Mackie Sack.
He said he was going to join tonight.
Oh, cool. Hello, Carl.
Let's see.
Tom
threw in a little test on this one. Zach and Raven, do you guys have any earbuds by any chance?
I don't. I mean,
no.
I do, but
it's
we're
weird because on our end,
to plug them both in.
Yeah, on
our end,
we don't hear
an echo at all on you guys. But when me and Sarah talk, we do.
We do.
It's really weird.
And I'm
And
sorry guys,
you're
you're
gonna have to deal with the echo.
I'm not
I'm not gonna start messing
I
around
mean,
with
I
this
have
right now.
one pair of them, you wouldn't be able to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
you shared earbuds. Aw.
Do we have earbuds?
Somewhere.
You should go get earbuds.
Don't even
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even
Don't even worry about it. It's okay.
All right.
All
Who's
right.
first? Me or you?
Me or you?
Go
Are we
for it.
going
We're
again?
going again.
All right.
All right.
When you
When you
first
first
started.
started.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Not seeing
Not
her.
seeing her.
What was
What
the
was
scene
the
like,
scene like,
and what is it
what
like
is it
now?
like now?
Whenever you
Whenever
guys
you
first
guys
started,
10
10 years
years
ago,
ago,
and how it
and
has
how it has
evolved
evolved
since then.
since then.
You mean the metal scene in general?
Well, with
Well,
what you guys provide.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, that's something that's always evolving and growing and changing, you know. And I mean, I don't know. I don't really think that I have that big of an impact on it. I think it's kind of its own. I don't know. That's a weird question.
Whatever.
well, I can tell you that when we first started, we had like 2 listeners, and now our website, we're almost
That's what I was
working
going
on.
to get to.
We're
Go
working
ahead.
on
Go ahead.
11 million views, and the majority of that has happened in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Great numbers.
Great numbers. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
So now,
What were some of the harder challenges you had to overcome
when you
when
first
you
started,
first started
compared
compared to now?
As far as the festival,
Yeah.
I would say actually this year is more challenging, mostly because now everybody knows what we do. So the word is out. And so all the people that are against us, they all know who we are. And the fight back, I guess, is more intense here in Jackson because there's more money and more, bullshit politics that go on here. And this particular venue is next to the farmers market, which is going to be happening that day. So a lot of the hardcore Christians that work the farmers market are raising hell because our event is going to be there. So it's been, and this venue is a lot more challenging because it's in the middle of downtown versus being kind of out in a field next to a lake, right? So we have to go through all these different things with having, streets shut down and multiple insurance policies, and just the list goes on. It's been really crazy.
yeah, even that guy that was running for mayor here, he actually used our flyer and the whole thing about our fest as like a talking point about family values and everything, like trying to
The
scare
degradation
people.
of family values. He used
Yeah.
us as an example.
Of course, he lost,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
probably because of that. But
Fuck you.
but I mean, yeah, that tripped me out when I saw that. When somebody told me that, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Can
Are
we
you kidding
say
me?
fuck Ray Condre?
You can say
You can say
yes.
Fuck
you,
Fuck
Ray,
you,
you
Ray.
son of a
Fuck you,
bitch.
Ray.
There is
Fuck
free
you, Ray.
speech on here.
So what-
We agree with everything that it said, but we do allow it.
Okay.
So what
So
drove
what
your
drove your
decision?
decision? Oh,
Sorry, it's
sorry, it's
echoing.
echoing.
So what
So
drove
what
your
drove your
decision
decision
to do it again this year?
Honestly,
The bands.
well, this time last year, I swore that I'd never do another fest. I was so stressed. Then the day
I
of
saw that.
then the day of the fest happened, and it was so beautiful, and it was like the best high that you can ever imagine. And of course, we were riding on that and decided to do it again. And of course, now we're back at the part where I'm like, I'm never doing this again. But of course,
But it's worth it, right?
yes.
You guys do
You
a
guys
damn
do a
good
damn
job.
good job.
And that
And that
dedication
dedication
shows.
shows.
Thank
on top
you.
of all the
all
fucking
the
bullshit that you have to deal with. Many of us support you. And
I
we're
know.
just like, what the fuck? Who goes through this putting on a metal fucking fest?
Right?
We do.
I've been asked
if
if there's ever going to be a
Savage Fest.
It is
It is a thought,
and I'm
and
not
I'm not
against
against this idea
at all.
at all.
The only
The only
problem,
problem
is
is
finding
finding
people who are reliable
to
to truly stand by your side and
help you
throughout the
throughout
entire
the entire process.
from beginning
from
to end.
beginning to end.
Yeah.
And
I
I
actually
attempted
attempted
to
to
fest
invest once.
Actually, it was
Actually, it was an
autism
autism fundraiser.
and
Everybody was
all
all
about
about the autism fundraiser
until it came
until it
to
came
work,
to work,
Right.
including the venue we used.
That was some
That was
shady
some
shit.
shady shit.
What the venue
What the
did,
venue did, they canceled the family day
of all
Oh.
of all the days.
3 weeks
3
before
weeks
it
before it happened,
and
and the tickets were non-refundable.
I have
I
now
have now
boycotted
boycotted
this
this
venue.
The only
problem
is I refuse to promote any show there, which hurts the bands.
And that
And that sucks because I'm a firm believer.
If there's an
asshole member in the band,
I'm not
I'm not going to stop promoting or
helping
helping the bands.
But
Right.
But when the venue
crosses that
that line,
then I'm like, you
you
literally
took out
and
and
disrespected
the autism community.
Oh yeah.
That's a
whole different level.
And they
said we're about music.
And I said,
you should have never accepted the entire weekend to begin with. You guys are fucking
jagoffs.
Yeah, that's
and he
terrible.
goes,
he just went, so take me to court.
take me to court.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Now,
fucked
Now,
up.
if you're from Chicago, everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about.
But the only
But the only
problem
is because
I
am tied into
a
sponsorship partnership with a very well-known radio station
who is
affiliated
affiliated
with that venue. I'm still kind of
caught
caught in the middle,
and it
and it sucks.
It really
It really sucks.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the bands who are going to be performing
It is very stressful.
Tennessee
very
Metal
stressful.
Devastation
So many bands.
2023.
Yeah.
I'll let her go.
Sorry.
It is extremely stressful.
Moving on.
It is really
extremely
stressful.
to not just book a show, but to book a fest. That's intensity. There's a lot more involved with that. It's not set up like a venue or a bar that has the PA system.
No.
That has a
sound system.
If it's
outdoors, that has a stage.
That's
stable.
It's going to
It's
fall
gonna fall apart under their feet.
Right.
Everything that's involved.
Now, how do you
How do you find your
resources to
to accommodate everything you need
for that
fest?
Basically, we have to, we're using a lot of the same people this year that we used last year. We have stage managers, we have sound technician, lighting, photography, all of that. And we're using the same people we went with last year. But last year we didn't know anybody and we had to just ask around and go with who we got. And in fact, the Wednesday before the fest last year, the person who was going to provide us with our PA bailed on us. So 3 days before our festival, we had no sound.
Shit.
So we ended up the day before the fest, we had to drive 2 hours to Memphis to get half of the PA equipment, bring that home. Then we had to drive a 4-hour round trip to Nashville and back in the same day to get the other half of our PA equipment. That's how we pulled it off.
From 2 different guitar centers, one in Memphis and one in Nashville. I basically cleared the whole fucking house of like everything they had as far as PA equipment.
We had to go through hell basically.
So let's give a shout out to the sound guy.
Yes.
Yes, Richie Brannon is our sound guy. He's the house sound guy for the concourse in Knoxville, Tennessee. And he's really close friends and he does a lot of sound for Summoner Circle. So that's how we ended up with him last year. And he's coming back this year and he's the man.
Yeah, that guy is amazing.
Cool. Man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Everything was level.
Yeah, he never stops. Like he's always running around, changing with the
shirt.
levels and shit, making everything perfect.
Madonna. I love it.
Like that morning as we were setting up for the festival, it turned out that the cables that we had didn't work with his mixer.
Yeah.
So we had to call 45 minutes away and get a music store to open on a Saturday at 6:30 in the morning and had to send someone 45 minutes to buy these other cords and then come back. I don't know how. There was a moment there the morning of the fest where we were like, well, we're fucked.
Yeah, that was definitely. We had like an hour, I think, before the first band was supposed to hit the stage and start playing.
Fuck.
And we were still trying to find the right adapters to get things hooked up. And yeah, it was like a Spinal Tap moment there for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
but then it all came together. And then
It did.
did.
when I seen all those people start coming out onto the field and the bands were playing, I was like, fuck it, man.
We could finally
we did it.
exhale after like
Right.
a year.
Right.
You had people
Yeah,
helping
people
you
helping you
out,
out.
set things
Set
up.
things
The
up.
bands are setting up
setting
their tables
tables
and
and
got your
Yeah.
sponsors, and people.
people.
Yeah. And we have to give a big shout out to our stage managers. It's called Hunt the Sound, but it's Colton Hunt and Keith Yap. And they showed up that day, and man, they kept those bands lined up. They kept everything on time. If it got a little behind, they were, once that music started playing, we did not have to worry about a thing. And it's thanks to those guys.
Aw.
That is
That
beautiful.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
And what company?
And what company?
Hunt the Sound. They're out of
Hunt the
Jackson,
Sound.
Tennessee.
Yeah, they worked their
Okay.
asses off, man.
They
They
did.
were literally sweating their fucking asses off. Like,
I remember
I
that
remember
day.
that day.
Yeah.
They really
They
kicked
really
some
kicked
serious
some
ass.
serious ass.
And we want to give a shout out also to Personified Productions. That's our lighting guy. It's a husband and wife team. And
yeah.
this man is the mad scientist of lights, y'all. He sits out there with his drink and he has the best time, and he is just up there moving stuff. And I mean, for hours. It was
In the
12
fog and
hours.
shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was amazing. Yeah. We went to a show recently where he was doing the lights, and they kept blowing the, what do you call it, the breaker?
Fused, a
And,
breaker.
and so every time that would happen, this guy would have to dive underneath the table and hit all this stuff. He was literally up there doing the lights, then dive under the table, then back up. And he was like,
I love it.
you got a good lighting person when they can do that while drinking a gallon of vodka. Was it vodka?
Yeah, that's what he was drinking. But he kept it going. So
He's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
And
That's
I love
big
it.
shout out.
He
Yep.
pulled through.
Yeah.
So when song
So
goes
when
on,
song
goes
goes
on,
on,
dive, dive, dive.
Yeah. We were so entertained by that. We're like, look at him go. Amazing, solid. Like it doesn't matter what's going on. He makes sure those lights are doing something.
That's killer.
That's killer.
It was
killer.
badass,
badass,
Fran. You have to go with me.
I want
Next
to go
year.
next year. Now you guys, the Metal Devastation is Saturday, October 14th.
Yes.
Okay, that is the day after we have a
show.
So right
there
cuts me out.
cuts me out.
There's
I'm
no
gonna
way
be
I'm
there.
gonna be there.
Already got my
Say,
ticket.
all right,
All right, let's go.
I'm not 25 anymore.
So let's talk
So
about
let's talk
the
about the
bands.
bands.
Let's see
Yes,
who's all
who's
coming
all
to
coming to
Tennessee, Jackson.
I could, but
Open
I
up
couldn't
the
make it.
portal.
I'm not getting back up. So-
Well, so I don't have my flyer in front of me, but I'll try to do the rundown. So opening up, they were an addition at the last minute, is a local Jackson band, and they're actually punk. But we thought it was really important to have local, and they really wanted to be a part of it. So we threw them on there. They're called the Gunpowder Plot. They're really awesome. And a little bit of trivia with him, the lead singer back in 2020, the late part of 2020 or 2019, he was shooting a video and he had a prop Molotov cocktail. And somebody turned this guy in, and literally he got raided by like the feds, and he had to go to jail. This is what these local people around here do to people. But this guy's life was like turned upside down for this video. So since then, he's gotten his life back, and he has awesome songs. The whole band does.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to kick off the show with their song that's called Fuck, which is going to be nice. But they're really cool and awesome people. Right?
yeah, we definitely have a good vibe going with those guys.
Yeah, we
because
love them.
what they went through and then what we're going
Aw,
through.
that's
So-
I know you guys go through such bullshit.
We do.
You guys are
It
both
extends-
wonderful people and just trying to provide a fucking killer fucking fest.
We're just trying to open up a portal, man.
To hell!
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Praise Satin.
So I
Praise
have,
Satin.
I have,
I got
I'm on a
that
project right now.
for my Christmas presents.
I want to
I
apologize
want to apologize
right
right
now.
now.
I keep getting messages from people who use the same source we do for live
live
interviews.
interviews.
And everything
And
they're
everything they're
saying,
saying,
I'm
I'm calling
calling
this out so
they
they
can
can
hear
hear
it
it
in case they're
in
not
case
seeing
they're not
it.
seeing it.
We have tried
We have tried the mics. The earbuds aren't working. Everything is not working.
Everything's
This is
been
not
This
working.
has not been an issue in a long time, so we apologize to everybody.
You know, it is what it is.
I'm sorry, I could have got with you 30 minutes ahead of time.
time.
We don't hear it. Hopefully the people on YouTube hear what we're hearing and we don't hear an echo.
From what I'm
Okay.
From what I'm understanding,
they are.
they are.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting.
That's what I'm getting.
And I keep
Oh.
saying,
And I
like,
keep
saying,
okay,
I'm
well,
like,
we
okay,
tried
well, we
this.
tried
And they're like,
this.
well, you're
And they're
not
like, well,
listening.
you're not
We're trying to
listening.
help.
We're trying to help.
Bungulato. How about that? I just responded to that like 5 times.
Hey friend, like whenever we were going live on Facebook, it wasn't doing this at all. I don't know if it's like YouTube or what it
No,
is.
it's not a YouTube. It's a streaming thing.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I always want to check for echoes. Usually, if everyone has a mic, it's not an issue.
It's not an issue.
It's rare
It's
though.
rare though.
We
We
apologize.
apologize.
Okay,
Okay, they just keep messaging. There's nothing we can do about earbuds, dude. I'm sorry.
All right,
So
they're trying.
They're trying because they use the same
StreamYard
that I do.
You know,
I even
You know,
got
I
these
haven't got
big ass things over my
ears.
ears.
this is actually
This is
messing
actually
with me
messing with me because I wear hearing aids.
It's real.
Imagine
It's real.
what I'm
It's
doing.
messing with me too, and I don't wear hearing aids.
So anyway, moving on. Back to the
Back
fest.
to the fest.
So how many
stages are going to be at the fest this year?
We are a one stage fest and we do that so that all of the bands are center stage. We don't like the idea of having small stages here and there and a main stage. We feel like that sort of, I don't know, if I were a band and I were put on some tiny stage over here, I would kind of be like, that's like, oh,
Yeah.
we want
I
all
love
the
that.
bands to,
that.
yeah, we want everybody to play the main stage. So
that is awesome.
That is awesome.
You want
Yeah.
them
You
to
want
be
them
the
to be
center
the
of attention to entertain
yes.
at the moment instead of like going in between stages, which is nice, to where people can actually discover that band.
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
I completely agree.
If I were a band and I were on a stage and everyone that was in front of me left to go over to this other stage because somebody else was playing, that would fuck with me. We're here to promote these underground bands that we love so much. And so
Mhm.
one stage,
Yeah.
one love.
Are you guys always going to keep it that way?
Yes, we hope to. That's what we like.
Mhm.
It's
We
more
don't have
intimate.
any plans. Yeah, it is.
And I think that's
And I
the
think
best
that's the
thing.
best thing, and that's awesome you guys are doing that.
Because you know, you go to
You go to
fests,
fests.
they always
They
say,
always say,
"Oh,
we've got two stages, so we play twice as many bands."
But then
I
when they
get
have
anxiety.
when they have the smaller bands on a separate stage, on the main stage they'll put like a massive headliner.
Yeah.
At the same
At the
time,
same
it's
time,
like,
it's like,
dick.
You're
You're
not
not
helping
helping
the
smaller
scene
scene
be heard at all by putting a headliner
Exactly.
on the main stage.
And then say,
And then say, oh, well, we've got another one.
Go ahead, play.
That's
I
what
think
something
that's
that made
something that made
Tennessee Metal Devastation festival really special in my heart because I love discovering musicians and I like to actually focus on one instead of going everywhere.
Right.
Right. So, Sarah, one thing we should try to do, not talk over each other. With the
I'm
echoes.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Tenfold.
I'm sorry.
Now,
Carl, I got you.
All right.
I've watched Carl pop the same message up
3 times.
He's very
And I do have it
persistent.
on the bottom.
Carl,
Since
he said
he
since
said
Zach retired from a 9 to 5 factory welding job, how has
MDR
PR changed your lives with respect
to your freedom
and the
and the ability to help underground bands
get noticed?
I'll let you answer that. You're Mr. PR. I'm just fest bitch.
Well, I mean, it's still work. Fucking, first of all, it was never a 9 to 5 factory job. Like that shit was 10 years,
3 a.m.
14 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Be lonely.
all the time, nonstop, man. But and I'm still in that mentality. I still work like that, sort of, to a degree. I mean, but I do.
Now he does it in his boxers.
Yeah. Now I do it in my boxers and I'm drinking coffee and I don't know. It's cool.
So you let
So you let the airflow hit the boys and you relax.
Nothing wrong
Yep.
with it.
But I mean, I get to listen to music all day. I get to talk to bands all day. I get to work with bands. You know, when I want to take a break, I pick up my guitar and I play it. I mean, I don't know. It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
You've been jamming with your son.
Yeah.
That little boy's a little fucking badass.
He is.
Dude.
Carl's
Sebastian is going places.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's special.
He really
is.
Vicky's all
over the place. What's up, Vicky? What's up, Rachel?
Just saying hello.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Rachel. Said that earlier.
Vicky's
laughing
at all of us and yelling freedom, metal.
Freedom.
Somebody answer.
And she said, "Can
Somebody
somebody
answer Carl?"
That's why I thought it.
Oh. Yeah,
So who do you have?
Who's all playing this year
at
the Metal Devastation?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get it because I don't have a flyer in front of me. But we have the Gunpowder Plot,
Crazy Mad Ride,
which is thrash. We have Temple of the Fuzz Witch, which is like Sabbathy doom. Gravehuffer's coming back. Hold on, Tombstone Blue.
Autumn Lies Buried.
Autumn Lies Buried.
Fires in the Distance.
Raven Black. Summoner's Circle. Casket Robbery. Bloodstained Dusk.
The Red Mountain.
Did we get everybody? I feel like we're leaving somebody out. Did I name off 13 bands?
I think you did.
Were we supposed to count?
I don't know. If I left anybody out, I am so sorry.
So I'm
trying to work with the echo by taking our mics off every time somebody talks.
And Sarah keeps making faces. To make me laugh.
Well, because I'm trying to say something and it's all echoing.
That's because we're trying to eliminate.
I wanted to say something about bloodstained death.
Dusk.
Sorry. She is echoing. That motherfucker makes some mean ass fucking props. Zombies. From
he was. Yeah, he's an effects artist. He worked on the set of The Walking Dead, and he and his wife both have worked on the sets of different sci-fi movies and television shows, and they're both artists that do this beautiful, grotesque shit, man.
That is awesome. And how did you get a hold of him?
We're fans.
Yeah, I think we had his old band Wormreich on the show years ago. And I mean, I don't know. I can't honestly remember exactly how it goes. You meet these bands and start talking, and then next thing you know, one thing leads to another. And
yeah, they submitted. They wanted to be on the fest last year, but we were already full. So obviously, as soon as this fest opened up, we were like, yeah, we got to have you guys this year. I mean, they're legendary.
What's cool though about that though is like also my friends Carl and Jason Scannell that were at the fest last year,
and Thomas Baxter,
and Thomas. All three of them have gotten with the drummer from Bloodstained Dusk, and now they have a new band.
Yes, Linux, who also is sponsoring us. So this band was born out of our festival last year.
Carl's cool.
Killer.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So now,
you got this year all set up, locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yep.
And you are taking submissions for next year already.
Oh yeah.
Now, if a band wanted to submit, where would they go? And what do they need to do?
What's the new email address for that?
submit@metaldevastationradio.com.
Yes. That's so well, because we've already, just in the last month since we've opened that up, we've already got over 100 submissions. So we had to make a new email address because mine was getting flooded. So yeah, submit at metaldevastationradio.com. Send us your links. If live performances, your Bandcamp, your Spotify, whatever you have that shows us what you're like on stage.
Right.
Right.
So I have a
I have a
question real
question
quick.
real quick.
How do you
How do
deal
you
with
deal with
fans who
fans
get
who get
upset that
upset that
I'm not going to
I'm
be able
not
to
going to be
play
able
at
to
your
play at your
fest?
fest?
I get upset when they get upset. I get upset, and I'm like, Zach, this band is making me sad. They want to play, and and I get really emo, and Zach has to say, we can only pick 13 out of like 400. There's only so much we can do.
Yeah, it just
Right.
is what it
Right.
is. I mean, what the fuck, you know?
I've
Yeah, that's
seen
gotta
Yeah,
be
that.
that's gotta be
intense
intense
narrowing
narrowing it down.
It is. It's very, very tough. I mean, it takes us months to do it. And you have your first list, you'll get through, you'll go through the ones that you think, well, they're probably not a great fit. So then you're left with 200 out of 400. So then you have to go through all of them again, and
Yeah.
it takes months of
Plus it's all primarily underground bands too,
Yeah.
so it's not
And
like
you're
And
dealing
you're
with
dealing with
it's not like we're
Tennessee.
looking at like
Right.
let's put these names on here because we think they'll draw numbers, I think that's different whenever if you're putting on something that's mainstream, it's probably a little bit easier because it's just like just toss some money this way, this way, this way,
yeah.
and fit it that way. But with this, with them all being underground, you have to it
Yeah.
really boils down to like what their live videos and stuff show, like what kind of energy they have on stage, how they
Stage
interact
stage
with their
presence is
fans.
big.
There's, what are they like on social media? Do they fucking talk to people? Are they assholes?
Yeah, we
You gotta
look at all of that.
shit, man.
We literally go and look at everybody's social media.
I
We'll
don't
look at
blame
their
you.
band camp and we'll see, how many people are into their music. Also, geographic area, we look at that too because we are here in the South and we know that Southern metal bands are going to have a bigger pool. So since we don't do any mainstream bands, we have to look at a lot of different things. And we also,
I love
I
that
love
about you
that about you
guys.
guys.
yeah, thank you. And we don't want to have a themed fest. We don't want like a death fest or a black fest. We want eclectic. So that's the
Yeah.
other thing. We
That-
try
that
to have
puts
very
in-
different bands.
Yeah,
Everyone's
Everyone's invited.
that puts in another thing. It's like, we can't have too many black metal bands. We can't
Not
have too
too
many
many
death
death.
metal. Can't be too doom.
I like that
So
because it
It
changes up the
changes
vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody can relate to it.
to it.
A lot of people don't like that. There are a lot of people that'll be like, oh, that band's lame, because these people only listen to death metal. Or the people that listen to death metal but hate deathcore, and then they're mad that we have a deathcore band. Look, y'all, we're trying to put something for everybody, and all of these bands are so deserving.
Go
think
go
that's-
eat out. Go check out the vendors and eat some food.
Exactly. Yeah, I
Wait,
mean,
wait.
there's always going to be a festival where you're not going to like every single band, and that's why you have fucking barbecue and edibles.
You guys
and
got
fucking
Roadhouse.
beer and
You guys tell
shit
us
like that to
about
go.
your guys' vendors that are
Vendors that are
going
going
to
to
be
be there.
Oh gosh. Well, if you count the bands, we're like really close to like 56 vendors. So if you take them out, we're at like 43 vendors. I know for food, we've got the Sweet Spot, who was there last year. She's a vegan bakery. We have to have something for everybody. And she does like vegan sandwiches and baked goods. And then we've got Sweet Ann's, which is a food truck. She makes like homemade panini bread and sweet rolls, and she makes like these epic fucking sandwiches. And she's got coffee and loaded teas and smoothies. We have a taco truck.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we have a shaved ice place coming. Logan's Roadhouse is going to be there grilling.
Yeah, Roadhouse.
I'll be
Last
there
I'll
too.
be there too.
Well, you remember last year we had Texas Roadhouse. My friend Iris worked for them and she set that up to do that. But since then, she's now working over at Logan's. So that's why we have Logan's this year. But it's going to be the same thing. Those are the best fucking burgers. So I'm excited about the burgers.
I had the nachos. I think it was like pork or something.
Oh, that's from that barbecue place.
Oh,
Yeah.
Different one.
Yeah, sadly, the barbecue place they didn't submit this year. I think they had something else going, but we've still got lots of great food vendors. And there's a barbecue place that's going to be set up at the farmer's market. So if you go out of the fest, you can go right across the street and get barbecue.
Yeah, right
No,
there.
thank
No,
you.
thank you.
I'll stick
I'll
with
stick
the
with the
fest. I think we
I
need to
think
have
we
a
need to have a
farmer's
farmer's
market
market
next year.
next year.
Right? Well,
At your
and
At your
fest.
fest.
we have
Rachel,
Rachel,
was
was
saying
saying
to
to
Zachary,
Zachary,
Moonshine, and
Moonshine, and
Raven,
Raven,
what are the
what are the
challenges
challenges
that come up
that come up
between your
between your
lives
lives
within
within
music
music
and your
and your
lives
lives
as
as
parents
parents
of a
of a
neurodiverse
neurodiverse
child,
child,
which
which
is
is
the
the
balancing
balancing
act of that?
act of that.
What is the
What is
balancing
the
act?
balancing act?
No sleep.
I mean, that's the thing with us. We've got this dream, and I think this dream is really what's kept us going for 10 years now. When Zach was in the factory and we just started our radio show, Sebastian was a newborn. I had a 2-year-old. I was in grad school. We never slept. We still don't sleep because we're just on this mission to accomplish all this. So, to be good parents, we sign out at a specific time at night, which is a lot of times why I don't answer messages after a certain time. I'm having couch time. I'm spending time with my kids. We try to go fishing. We try to go camping. We try to, make sure we go to all the activities. It is exhausting, and I think a lot of people don't realize that it's so exhausting. If you follow me on Facebook,
I do.
yeah,
I do.
if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see that I randomly have to vent and be like, "Look, I'm drowning. I'm a little spazzed out, a little bit stressed
I love
out."
your coffee
your
ramblings. I love
Thank
them.
you.
I'm like, holy shit, I can relate to somebody.
It really, we're just humans, and I mean, when you look at the amount of stuff on our plate, obviously we stay stressed and we work harder than we probably should, but we see this vision coming to fruition, so it's worth it.
You're
And we
definitely
love
doing
being
that.
parents.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So, are
Are there any plans of you having a metal devastation weekend?
Oh, okay. So if you want to get in on our little dream, record label comes next year and probably at least 1 or 2 more one-day fests. Then we're trying to buy land and build our own stage. That's our dream. We're always looking at land. If we can do that, then absolutely let people just pass out on the grass. We'll metal all weekend long. We're not there yet, but we hope to be.
Yeah, it's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
What about
the idea?
I
don't know how it is there.
I know, like
in Chicago, outside Chicago.
There is cornfield,
believe it or not.
It is
out there.
And there
There
are
are
campsites that will let you rent
out
the campground,
for a weekend.
Has that ever
Has
been
that
a
ever
thought?
been a thought?
It has been, unfortunately, around here, like we've talked about before, we get a lot of pushback. This is the Bible Belt.
What kind of music
And-
is it?
Yeah, the first thing they want to know is what kind of music
the
it is.
judge.
Well, there are bands like
involuntary
voluntary
mortification
that are Christian
that are
metal.
Christian metal.
So
So
you
you
can
can
just
just
say,
say,
oh,
it's their Christian bands.
And
Well-
then
And then
you
you
get
get
voluntary
voluntary
mortification
mortification to come in.
The band Repent. The band Repent is the one I left off I knew. But getting to that, the band Repent is playing this year. And the lead singer, Jeremy, his
No,
father,
he's not the lead singer. He's
I'm sorry.
guitar player.
I'm sorry. His father was a minister.
Mhm.
So we actually tried to use that. There was this one venue that we found was perfect. It was out in the middle of nowhere. It was next to the river. It had camping. When we told this guy metal, we tried to, he kind of like, well, is it devil worship? And we try to say, no, actually, one of our bands, they're Christian. The music may not be specifically Christian, but they're Christian.
Yeah.
Then he came back and said, if there's one mention of anything satanic or one picture or any graphics of anything satanic, I'm going to unplug you. And we said, well, can't go there.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's what happens around here.
Wow.
It's
Maybe
weird,
we should-
isn't
we
it,
should get a
friend?
Savage Fest. We should all just like the Midwest just collaborate. We'll go into Southern Illinois. We're happy
We're
metal
happy
for
metal
everyone.
for everyone.
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City,
blow up some serious
serious shit.
Well, the whole reason we're doing it here, though, is that we want to change this. We really want a scene here. We're tired of having to drive, 4, 5, 6 hours to see a metal show. So that's why we push through all of this.
Yeah, there needs
Yeah,
to
there
be
needs to be
more
more
in the Midwest.
in the Midwest. I agree.
So
So
Carl
says,
says,
what brought you
two
two together?
Acid, LSD.
You're telling me that.
When we were 17, I was driving in my convertible through Beach Lake where we had the fest last year, and I saw this little long-haired dude sitting on the picnic table, and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he said, "Nothing." I said, "I got acid. You want to go trip?" "Fuck yeah." So he got in my convertible and we rode out to the middle of nowhere and we took acid together when we were 17 years old. And he told his friend that night, "I'm going to marry that girl someday." Well, fast forward like 15 or 20 years and we're married with a kid. So that's how we met. That's how we met.
It's pretty
It's
fucking
pretty fucking
precious.
precious.
It's fun.
It's fun.
And
This
it's
just
great.
justifies why they need to make the psychedelics legal.
Absolutely.
The best
ideas
ideas and the best situations and things happen when you're high as fuck. Savage ladies happened when I was shrooming balls.
Hell
The
yeah.
idea of savages happened when I was shrooming balls. Okay.
I might go into a panic attack. So you would have to guide me out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you
I've
know,
had my time on acid. I remember.
Carl
Well, we
has
went on
has
to
been
marry-
hearing that story since 2013. 10 years.
10 years.
From day
From
one.
day
He never
one,
asked
he
you.
never asked you.
Raven told me. I didn't
I
say
didn't
it to
say
anybody
it to
though. I
anybody,
kept
though. I
it to
kept it to
myself.
myself.
What was
That's the way
it?
I
That's the way I roll.
What was it?
Whenever you
Whenever you and
Zachary
Zachary
got
got
together.
together,
Oh,
You
yeah.
told me
you told
about
me
it.
about it. I
didn't
didn't
say
say
anything.
anything.
Some people are
People are
absolute
absolute
twats.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, well, we didn't get together when we were 17. I think he was married twice. I was married once, but went back to the same husband a second time. Stupid. And then in 2012, I was like, "I'm miserably unhappy and I have a little boy." And he's like, "I'm fucking miserable too. Let's get together." Our first house together was this falling down trailer in the middle of like the awful poor part of town. I mean, there were times when we had to go to food lines. Remember that time our refrigerator died and all our food got ruined and we had no money? We've been fighting all these years. So
It keeps it
It keeps it
alive.
alive.
Yeah.
it does.
And that's beautiful.
That's
Look
beautiful.
how far
Look how far you've come.
Yeah.
There is not
one relationship out there where shit did not hit the fan.
Whether it was
because of you or because life
is giving
is
you
giving you the
the
middle
middle
finger,
finger,
telling you to fuck off.
You know?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
You gotta stick together.
You do.
So do
So
I
do
raise
I
my
raise my
hand?
hand?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
What challenges have you faced in running a metal radio station, and what have you done to overcome them?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. Really, the biggest challenges are people that hate on us.
Yeah.
We have had to go through people trying to sue us, people trying to, oh gosh, we've
Death
been
threats.
stalkers, death threats, you name it. When dealing with the internet, there's no shortage of asshole crazy people.
Right.
I would say that. And of course, it costs money to do it. And there were years there for a while where we thought we'd have to shut it down because we just couldn't afford it. But we never did. We just kept going.
You guys provide something fucking beautiful.
Thank you.
And underground lives on because of you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I don't know if we can take credit for that, but we
I'm not saying I'm just saying you guys provide something special for underground fans.
yeah, that's what we live for. The underground is the most important to us. So
Right here.
And you guys do a killer job.
thank you.
And maybe next year, Savage Ladies can get involved and we can work together.
Yeah, that'd be great. Come on down.
That'd
be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year I would love to again, but I got a show the night before.
No
But-
problem.
but-
We understand.
This
I'll
is
be
something
We
to
could
definitely talk about in the future.
Yeah.
So now, if anyone wanted to buy tickets, what website or what is the URL for that?
So they can either go to our Facebook page, which is at Metal Devastation Music Fest. We have the Eventbrite links on there. And then also on our website, metaldevastationradio.com. Right there is it on the front? Yeah, right on the front there. Get tickets to the fest. So the Eventbrite link is really long, but you can get to it through our Facebook page and our website.
Awesome.
I
Now I know
honestly-
a lot of
a
people.
lot of people.
Oh, Sarah, go ahead.
Sarah, go ahead.
I honestly
I
kind
honestly
of chuckled because somebody like said, I just got tickets. And I was like, what?
well,
I just
I just
reposted what you
reposted
guys shared, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll see you there. But damn it, why didn't you already see it?
Right?
So now,
So
one
now one
question I know everyone asks,
asks,
even for
a
just a regular show.
Mhm.
Parking.
Parking.
How is the
Parking.
How is the parking where it's
going to be?
going to be?
So Jackson, Tennessee is a city of about 60,000, which is a small city.
Mhm.
Our downtown is relatively small. The parking all around downtown is free, and honestly, anywhere you park, you're not going to have to walk more than 3 or 4 blocks. This is a small downtown. So basically, you show up, you find a place to park wherever you can, and you walk on over.
Is there any
Is there any parking garages?
No, we're too little for that. We don't have a parking garage.
All right.
All right.
So
So
everyone,
everyone,
if you're gonna
if
wear
you're going to wear
heels,
heels,
why you
why
would
you
to a
went to a
concert to
concert
begin with?
to
But
begin
there
with?
are
But there are
ladies
ladies
who
who do,
do,
Mhm.
and some
and
guys.
some guys.
Yep.
Why?
Why?
I don't understand you guys.
you guys.
Then they say,
Well,
don't step on my shoes.
shoes.
You're at the wrong
What
fucking
people
place.
should know, though, you don't have to walk very far, but this is the amphitheater.
Mhm.
So the stage is down, and and then there's hills, grass hills up. That's where
Yeah.
you sit. I wouldn't wear heels. Somebody's gonna go rolling.
I don't
I
know
don't
why,
know
but a lot of ladies do that shit here in Chicago,
Yeah.
and even outdoor venues. And then they get mad if people step on their shoes. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stomp the fuck out of you.
I used to be one of those girls. Here's a funny story. I went to go see, I think it was Leonard Skinnerd at Starwood Amphitheater in Nashville. I had on heels because I was a dumb fuck in my 20s and was more concerned with how I looked. I was in the grass. My heels were stuck into the ground like a tent stake, right? Some drunk asshole behind me comes rolling down the hill, hits me in the back of the legs. I go forward, but because I'm stuck in the fucking grass, these motherfuckers roll over me. I didn't even get to go with them. I was tinted. I was staked to the
Well, you know
ground.
what?
You know what?
It's good you didn't,
Because
because you could
you
easily
could
snap
easily
your
snap your
ankle,
ankle,
break your
break your
knees.
knees.
Any of that shit
Any of
can
that
happen.
shit can happen.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know,
don't understand why people do that shit. But
No,
there
not
There are
anymore.
ladies
that do
that
that.
do
It's
that.
like,
It's
sweetheart,
I was
ahead.
pre-warned by Raven to make sure I don't have my fishnets on and shit because you never know what the weather's gonna do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it, I was already freezing out there last year.
It got down, and that was like the coldest it ever gets here in October. Happened the night of our fest. It's that
did.
portal.
I was in my car. I was like, warming up. Hoping I didn't
We opened
die.
that portal, and hell froze over.
Yeah, you did. It was badass.
Too funny.
Too funny.
Carl wants to know who has the ugliest tattoo.
Him.
Without hesitation.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. What is that?
Is that
Yeah.
Spider-Man? What is that?
What is that?
I don't even fucking know.
That an owl?
An owl?
Looks like an
Some
owl
kind of-
tribal.
Yeah, it was some kind of tribal skull that I got when I was a kid.
As a
I couldn't
skull?
afford to get like the regular size, so they shrunk it down so small. Now it's just a fucking.
You don't want to see
You don't want to
mine.
see mine.
One and
One
only.
and only.
Here, I'm just
Here,
gonna
I'm
leave a
just gonna leave a
comment up
comment
just
up
so we
just
can
so we
actually
can actually
see
see
Zach's
Zach's
face.
Yeah.
What?
Zach, you keep getting hidden behind the Savage logo, so it's like, I'll just leave a
Let's
Let's
comment
see
up.
that
so you can see
tattoo
it.
again.
Look
That's
at this
funny.
thing. He had to get the small version because he was broke. Look at it.
That
It's
looks
so
so much
fatal.
better than mine, though. Fuck. How was he?
Kevin, we are very aware of the echo. We have tried getting around it, and we couldn't do it, so we just went live. So anyway, so what else? You got anything special planned during the fest at all?
Yes, a few things. First off, the night before, we're having a pre-fest bash at the Downtown Tavern, which is like 2 blocks from the venue. That is a Friday the 13th, so gonna be special. Gonna have a couple like fest themed drinks. We'll be there till about 9 or 9:30. Then we have to go home and sleep because we got to be up at the ass crack of dawn. At the fest, we're actually raffling off a really beautiful guitar that's in like purple fade that is in our festival colors. It's brand new. It's $20 to enter the raffle, and you could leave there with a brand new guitar.
That is
That is
awesome.
awesome.
And are
And
they
are
able to
they able
buy
to buy
tickets for that
tickets for
raffle
that raffle from the beginning
to end?
Yeah,
to end?
they would come to our booth, and we'll probably cut those off around 7 p.m. so that we have time to go through it and pick a winner.
Okay. There
Okay.
you go.
There you go.
And Kevin Terrence
Kevin
says
Terrence
two of the
says two of
best
the best
radio
radio
personalities
personalities
in
in
metal.
metal.
Thank
Who?
you, Kevin.
Zach and Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not us.
Not
We're
us.
not on
We're
radio.
I
not
have
on
to
radio.
agree.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not. I'm just coming back out of my shell.
Uh, Carl
Carl,
like
you
this
like
one.
this one.
Carl says,
Carl
any
says,
thoughts
any
of
thoughts of
procreating
procreating
again?
again? The
Fuck
world
no.
needs more people like you.
Absolutely fucking not. I would rather gouge my eyeballs out.
I get that
I get that
completely, girl.
completely, girl.
I am done. Look, before I had my own kids, I raised 2 stepdaughters. And then in my 30s, started having my own babies. I'll be 45 this year. I am done having kids.
And you know what?
You know what? There are women in their 40s
that
that
get
get
pregnant.
pregnant.
Most of them are oopses. But
But
No.
you know what?
you know
Absolutely
what?
not.
Props to you
for
for
having
having
kids in your 40s.
40s.
But don't
But
feel
don't
bad.
feel bad.
Or don't get
Or
mad,
don't get
when,
mad when your friends
don't feel bad,
don't feel bad for you.
and still
Yeah.
go
And
out.
still go out.
And don't
And don't invite your old ass.
Yeah. I mean, I love my babies. They're the light of my life. But if I have to think about going through raising young, like little ones again, that's a no. Oh, look.
Same.
Let's just wait
Hello,
for our
get your
grandbabies.
grandbabies.
Whenever they get
Whenever they get up,
there's a
There's
rock
a
and
rock
roll
roll
star
star
right there.
there.
That's the
That's
Sebastian.
Yeah.
You're cool.
You're cool.
Thanks.
I wouldn't do
I
it.
wouldn't do it.
That's
Sebastian
Sebastian
showed up.
I can't resist a smile.
He's
Adorable.
so
He's
adorable.
so adorable.
Thank you.
Such a
Yeah.
Such a
badass.
badass.
I cut myself
myself
off
off
at 26.
26.
Said, done.
Said, done.
And I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I don't
have-
know.
I have two.
I waited till I think I was 32 when I had my first, and he'll be
I was-
13
I was-
this year.
28.
28.
Yeah, both my
kids were oopses.
Like most
Like
parents.
parents. I'm not afraid to say that about my
Nothing
kids.
wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong with that.
They were not
They
planned.
were not planned.
Sebastian was actually planned. I don't know. We were in we got pregnant within 3 months of getting together.
Boom.
Oops.
Oh.
But he wasn't an oops
I was
though.
like,
I was
Mike
literally.
and I, like we thought, you know, we were just bound chicken wah wah.
Yeah. Well, I looked at him one day and I said, "You don't have any kids, and I'm getting old. So if you want to have a baby, we should do it." And he's like, "Okay."
Okay.
Okay.
Really? What was it
Yeah.
like?
Come here.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't.
didn't take long.
That's cute.
That's too
That's
funny.
too funny.
So,
Any
possibility of the kids getting involved and helping out, helping you guys do the fest?
Oh, they already do. My oldest, he helps work the booth, and Sebastian, he likes to run around and sample all the food.
Oh.
I
need
need
some
some
food.
food. He's like right up next to the mosh pit, like going.
Yeah, he had the best time. He usually goes home with my mom about midway through because he gets worn out.
Yeah.
But Sebastian, you need to go back to doing what you were doing. He's like, "Oh, is there a camera?"
He's adorable. My son hates it.
Yeah. Scotty doesn't like it. My oldest son's name is Scotland, and he can't stand it. But anyway, Scotland, he stays late and works the booth. Sebastian.
Sebastian's so cute.
He is. He's having a tooth issue right now. His face is all swollen. Yeah.
Poor
It looks
baby.
like he's got, I know. It looks like he's got, like, you know how little chipmunks store their stuff in their cheeks?
Yeah.
So he has
So
an
he has
infected- like an affected tooth.
Yeah, so one of his baby teeth kind of cracked, And then over the weekend when we were out, it started hurting. And when he got up Monday morning, it was super swollen. So he's on antibiotics now, and it's all good. It's just taking a while to shrink back.
Well,
He's
Carl
sore.
says he has one more question.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and get that up. Carl, what's your question? I'm waiting. When it pops up, I'll let you know. So, Sarah, in the meantime, is there anything
echo
you'd like to
got-
say?
Can you share some insights into the global appeal of metal music and how it brings together friends from different cultures?
I'll let you do that.
I think that's one of the coolest things about metal music. I mean, I guess maybe just music in general is probably like that too. Like I don't really know, but that's not really my world. But I mean, metal music definitely brings everybody around the world together. It's cool talking to different bands from different countries, everywhere, man. Like places like India and Saudi Arabia, where it's like they get fucking killed for fucking listening to metal, but there's still bands that are in these weird places all around the world doing their thing. They're sending in fucking MP3s like, play my shit on your show. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. It's fucking cool. But then you get to meet people and you get to talk to them and find out what they're like, and that's what it's all about right there. And
Right.
so, yeah, I don't know if that answers the question or not.
No, it
No,
does.
it does.
Cool.
Carl did put up his question,
but you
but you
actually
actually
did answer it already.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll put it
I'll
up.
put it up.
I'm actually. Go ahead.
What brought them together? Oh yeah, LSD,
Acid.
acid.
LSD, baby.
Sebastian.
So Sarah, you said you had another question?
Oh, so Zachary has interviewed some really well-known bands, like the singer from Sepultura that plays with Soulfly, and other bands. I can go on and on. So how did that feel when those people, those bands contacted you?
The first time that I did it, I was a nervous wreck. I was walking around smoking cigarettes, taking shots, like fucking like writing down questions on a piece of paper, trying to get it all right, and freaking out about it. And then honestly, after a few times, it just got normal, and it just feels, I mean, I think I get the most excited, most nervous actually afterwards when I post it and when I listen to it afterwards, and I'm like, holy shit, I just did that. I just talked to somebody, this specific person, whoever it was. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, but when I'm in the moment, just talk to them like it's a regular. Like when I was talking to Max Cavalera, it was like we were just sitting on the couch together, smoking weed, drinking beers, talking about metal, just like hanging out with your bud,
Right.
I mean, I think I've been lucky so far. Just about everybody's been really cool, just down to earth people.
All right, Carl's
got a secret weapon obsession
throughout the show.
So I'm just gonna put this out there.
Oh,
That's
never mind.
never mind. That's Vicky.
Carl,
For fuck's sakes.
He wants to
He
know.
wants to know.
What can you tell us about secret weapon?
His name is Carl. Carl wants you to talk about him.
I think somebody actually got one of his logos that he made tattooed on them. I can't remember who it was, but one of our DJs got his fucking because he does graphics. He does a lot of graphic stuff, and that's pretty fucking cool, man. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit, that's big.
Who are we talking about?
Carl
from Metal Mask.
Carl goes by Secret Weapon, and he's actually been with us since, has it been pretty close to the beginning?
Really?
Helping us promote. Oh yeah, it's been at least since we lived on Fairmont, and we moved out of there in 2015.
Yeah.
So
I will tell you what Carl moved in.
Oh. Well, Carl's been with us for like
He's cool.
a whole lot of it, and helps us promote. He has his Facebook page, Metal Mask, that has a large following, so he's always allowed us to share all of our different
Very
stuff
cool
on
guy.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like him.
hmm
That's really
That's
cool.
really
that
cool
he's
that
doing
he's
that.
highly of
highly
both of you guys as well.
Yeah, he's been on my show quite a few times, man. Actually, if you look back into the archives, there's some crazy drunken nights when Carl's called up, and we've had some pretty hilarious chats, man.
I'll have to check it out. He told me about it too.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I'm
just
gonna
I'm gonna
ask
ask one more question.
We're gonna go ahead and close this up. If anybody wanted to donate to help
to help
contribute
contribute
to the
to the
fest,
fest,
is
is there a website or
an
an
address
address
that
that they can look it up
to
to donate to?
We do have Cash App, so it's the $, and it's MD promo. So that's our cash tag. If anyone wanted to do that, or you could buy a ticket if you wanted to do that. That's sort of an easier way. Even if you didn't show up, that money goes towards, anything that we make off the fest goes towards next year's fest. So
Yeah,
that's
best
awesome.
thing people can do is just buy tickets, man.
Talking about next year's. That makes me happy.
yes.
If you know what the
Guys,
address is, and they
they
wanted to help out with toilet paper, just have a
just
mass
have a mass
shipment
shipment
the day of.
Brian, you better
That's a
be going with me
TP.
next year, bitch.
Do what?
Do what?
Said you better be going with me next year, bitch.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
anyway,
Raven,
you guys, I want to
say
say
thank you so much
for being here,
for
Raven
being here, Raven
and
and
Zach.
Zach. You guys are awesome.
Thank you
And
for
And
having
I
us.
really hope that
Savage
Savage
Ladies
Ladies
and you guys can join
join
forces,
forces
and
and we can work together next year.
And Tennessee
And Tennessee Metal Devastation definitely would love to help out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah.
Thank you so much for the support and for giving us the chance to talk about the fest. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Apologize
Everybody,
for the fucking echo.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem. We
Just
can't
say
hear it.
We apologize,
apologize about that.
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
It does.
Again,
Again, everybody
have a killer night. Get your
Get your
tickets
tickets
for the
for
Tennessee
the
Metal
Tennessee Metal
Devastation, which is
Devastation,
Saturday, October
Yeah, come hang with
14th.
us.
You could go to
You can
their
go to
website,
their website,
go to their Facebook. The links are everywhere. And of
We're
course,
gonna
we're
post
going to
it.
throw up the
throw up the
flyers too
flyers
to help promote
Hell yeah.
an
an
amazing event
for
for an
an
awesome
cause.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
guys. Love
Sarah,
you so
thank
much.
you
Thank
for
you
joining me
me
again.
again.
Of course.
Everyone, we will definitely talk to you guys all very soon.
Love you too.
Oh yeah.
Can't
Talk
wait
to
to
you guys
see you in
later.
October.
October.
Yes,
Yes,
and I'll see you guys
next year.
Sounds like a plan. Bye, everybody.
It sucks.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.